Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda the Windwaker. Last time, we finished the final dungeon in this game. A dungeon that is best left unsaid. This time, we would be going towards Ganon, except we're kind of missing something. We're missing proof of our courage. As if going through, what is it? 3, 4, 7 dungeons? Exactly 7 dungeons? Is not proof enough of our courage. We have to go from finding the Triforce shards, which is made pretty easier in the HD version, thank God. But I've neglected to do some things relating to the Triforce hunt. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. A bit of house cleaning. In fact, that's pretty much what I named the files here. Anyway, first off, we go to Windfall Island. You know, I kind of like games like this where there's sort of, or I like when adventures do this, where there's kind of just a central hub that's, you know, might not be anything big, but, you know, it's just a place to dock. Hey, and it's our little thief buddy. I'm done with all that sneaking around in the dark. Alright? Well, alright. You're keeping me from doing my job. This way to the only stall with extra fun. Step right up, please stop by. I don't know why I added that. What am I, Philkin 7? Speaking of jobs, I recently got a job. This is like the 3rd time I've mentioned that, but this is the first time actually recording both gameplay and commentary where I've had a job. Speaking of that, here's how I feel sometimes when I'm working. So this is a minigame that I have not actually shown. This is basically Battleship, and this guy's like, you gotta admire, or it takes some kind of dedication to do this. Like, he gets into it. So, aye, sir. I like how one of the options is "What's going on?" which would be like my answer. So this is basically Battleship, but it's not like, it's weird. Pretty much it's a single player Battleship. There is one large squid, one medium squid, and one small squid. And yeah, and sometimes they like to group the squids together. Ooh, did I make it? There's one squid down. And here I am, kind of trying to conserve my cannonballs. Ooh! Ooh! I did it! Exactly 24. That's pretty cool, but you don't get... Yay! Thank you, Mr. Sailor. Oh, we got the piece of heart anyway. So yeah, you get a piece of heart for the your umbrella or nothing. You get the piece of heart whether you get the game or not. That's cool. I didn't really know that. That's cool. Anyway, what we're really after is the teacher here. Now, she really loves joy pendants. I think you know this. So what can I do for you? Talk to me. Okay, so it's you're kind like, when you do this, it's kind of weird what you have to do. Joy pendants. 11? That's not 20. So she can't collect them in payments. She has to have a lump sum of 20, which we have to scare up for her. So luckily there is a stash. There used to be a stash of joy pendants. Somewhere. Hi there, Mr. Man. Mr. Jerk Man. There is a stash of joy pendants somewhere on this island, and I don't know where. I don't even know if there's like, if I even got the stash, or yeah, here's a stash of 1 joy pendant. Solid work. So this is where you're supposed to find out that the teacher loves joy pendants. Come on, bud, can't you give it to Teach? It's not like we couldn't ask. Yeah. I love how they're like younger than I am, like 5, and yet they talk. I'm imagining. I don't know if you guys watched the anime of Yokai Watch. But, and this is the only character I can think of right now. Yokai. Oh man. The lizard yokai. They talk like that. Oh, like the fawns. They kind of have that faux Brooklyn. I don't know. Anyway, so now that we have to scare up some joy pendants, let's just take this time to fill up our sea chart. And with that, I'm off. You know, after playing Breath of the Wild, it's really hard to go back to playing Wind Waker. Like, they are such different games. Oh, and here's a little oddity that I found on my adventures. I don't know if this was in the GameCube version, but since I did stumble upon it, I thought, you know, I might as well check it out. No harm in checking things out. And here we have Squidward again. I'm going to call him Squidward. I'm sure he has a name, but he's just Squidward to me. Oh, never mind, my mistake. Yeah, step right up. If you have the confidence in your target shooting, it's 50 rupees per game. So, and Tetris Crew, I love this. Fine then, hotshot. If you can manage to sink the... You only have 10 shots. Okay. You got it, Shrimp? Yeah, I got it. Okay, so... pirate ships. You're shooting barrels. And it's pretty much just a game of lining up the angle and lining up your shot. I shot too far. And yeah, I don't win this. So this is a really weird little oddity. I don't think you get a piece of heart from it. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know, this was never going to be a 100% run. But I thought, you know, I have never seen this. Not even in like the GameCube version, not in any Let's Play I've seen of the GameCube version. You know, I just haven't seen any of this. So, good on you. Good on you, you know? I wonder if this is in the... This is only in the HD version. I don't see why it would be. But... And it blows up anyway. When I played this, I was like, I got it. But no, it's just that the barrels blow up after you waste your shots. Anyway, now that little oddity is out of the way, Alonzi. Alonzi? Hello? There we go. Still just scaring up joy pendants. So I've been playing Breath of the Wild a lot. Whenever I can, really. Whenever I'm bored. Whenever I have time off from work. It's an addictive game, and it's really daunting just how much there is in there. I've kind of resolved to, like, just try to take the game as it comes. You know what I mean? And I'm almost done with the quote-unquote main story. But that game is so huge, like, it is quite an oddity for, not really, it's actually quite the back to basics approach. Like, here where I'm just exploring, I consider that, it's not back to basics in this, but you think of the original Zelda for the NES, and here's another little oddity that I found. First we have some bokoblins. I think these guys are bokoblins, and they usually have joy pendants. Yep. Yeah, thank you. I kept pressing that button by mistake, so. Only 4 more to go. And I think, no. I searched far and wide for the elusive joy pendants. And I think in, the GameCube version, you can't, I thought, by the time we got to this point in the game, I thought that you would have as many as you would need by this point in the game, just by playing the game. I wasn't actively searching them out, but whatever. Anyway, back to Breath of the Wild. It's back to basics in the sense that I'm kind of comparing it to the original Zelda for the NES now, and you're like, well, this is the latest of latest gen. How can this be like the NES Zelda? And pretty much why I say that is because the story is told in such a way where you're not like Eagle Raptor says, you're not touring Disneyland. What pretty much happens is once you start the game, you have your tutorials or whatever, and then the game's like, okay, your goal here, beat Ganon. Other than that, have fun. And I've actually been having a lot of fun. It's I don't know anyone I think I've seen some Let's Players toying with the idea of Let's Playing not Skyward Sword. Huh. I wonder what happened there. I think you just got rupees there. Toying with the idea of Let's Playing Breath of the Wild, and I'd say it's impossible. You have to plan that thing out. With here, you kind of have the story. I'm exploring right now, but there's a set goal in mind. I just beat the Wind Temple. Yes, the Wind Temple. Oh yeah, the magic armor, which I don't get in this playthrough. I just went through the Wind Temple, and now my goal is to get the Triforce. But to get the Triforce, I need to get the joy pendants. My point is here, I'm exploring, but I have a very solid goal in mind. You know what I'm saying? In Breath of the Wild, there is no such goal. You know, you like you're given your goals in such a way that you can do any of them at any given time, and that's just how it is. You know, like all of your Zelda traditions, quote unquote, aren't even required to complete the game. So it's really interesting to come back to this and be like, oh, I have this to do. You know, it's quite weird. It's quite odd. It's quite the thing. So that was my impromptu review of Zelda Breath of the Wild. But it's kind of weird to think that I've been kind of just putting this off for so long, you know. I guess I'm doing the Proton John Let's Play schedule, except I don't have I can't stream to offset things. So now we're just I'm kind of not doing concentric circles, but the map's a graph. Not a graph. Yeah, I guess a graph. A coordinate plane. So I'm just kind of going square to square. Just doing C charts. It's kind of weird, like, because when I started this, I was still like going to school, and now that I'm finishing it, I have a job, as humble as it is, but you know, Breath of the Wild was still being called, like, I was talking about Breath of the Wild when I got my thing. Oh, and I got my joy pendants. Kind of wish I had got that on film, but whatever. Anyway, I just found a couple of watchtowers and with goblins. So now that we have 20 joy pendants, we give them to the teacher, and then we are on our way for this next bit of house cleaning. What? I thought that was your reception counter. Oh, this is just another side quest. Okay, I'm not going to start that right away. Anyway. Wrong door yet again. I have no sense of directions, let me tell you. Anyway, so with that house cleaning done and that really impromptu review of Breath of the Wild, let's turn in our joy pendants. Yes, we did. You know, I tried to give you whatever. 20 is your lucky number. Okay. So we got the Cabana deed. So we're 13 years old. I assume we're 13 years old. And now we have our own private island. That's good to know. It's a secret to everyone, ma'am. I swear. Anyway, with that, it's time to say goodbye. But now we start our journey. Almost. I've been SMX, you've been you, and this has been Let's Play The Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker. See you guys later.